Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Friday and I am vlogging again. I'm currently getting ready this morning and I didn't bring home a lot of makeup from school. I just brought home my basics because I have a ton of makeup at home. So today I pulled out my original Urban Decay Naked palette, which I haven't used in years except a couple times, and I'm kind of loving it. I used Sidecar and Naked and Buck, and then I used Dark Horse as like a liner. So that's all I have on as far as makeup. I need to do my foundation, but I'm just saying that sample of the Sunday Riley UFO oil, I think cleared up my skin overnight. Like, I still have some breakouts that were already there, but the redness is so much less than it was before. Like, I have no foundation or concealer on right now. So that's pretty significant. So I feel like I really want to go purchase it. But today the first thing I'm going to do is take a bunch of my old clothes to a consignment shop and get some money for trading in clothes. So it's a great way to get instant spending money. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup, but I just want to show you guys I'm like obsessing over this Urban Decay Naked palette look. It's just so easy, and I feel like everyone has the Naked palette, but they've kind of gone like, it hasn't been as heard of lately because they've come out with so many new palettes, but I just feel like you can't go wrong with the original. It's so good. Hey guys, so I just finished doing my makeup. I have on Maybelline Touch of Spice lipstick, which is one of my favorite fall lipsticks. My friend Catherine introduced me to it and I love it. And then as far as my eye makeup, like I said, I'm wearing the Urban Decay Naked palette. And then for my hair, I just used a curling iron and made some loose waves. But my secret to my like textured short hair has been the Living Proof full dry volume blast, and this is kind of similar to the dry shampoo as in how it adds volume, but it doesn't leave that white residue that the dry shampoo sometimes does. So I like this because it just kind of makes your hair a little bit more piecey and it adds a ton of volume. So I've been using that and it keeps my hair from getting frizzy, and I just love it. So this is the small one and I've been using it for a couple weeks, so when it runs out I'll definitely buy the full one. And I just love Living Proof. It works really well with my hair. I have really fine wavy hair, so I need products that don't weigh down the curls but still add volume, and I feel like the Living Proof full line really does that. And also their Perfect Hair Day line does that too for me. So anyway, I'm about to go. I'm wearing this little t-shirt dress from Forever 21, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Got our coffee, almond milk latte. They were out of sugar-free mocha, but still really good. Okay guys, so we just got done at Plato's Closet. I ended up making $123, which was way more than I was expecting. I was saying maybe $100 at the most, but my mom was saying maybe $50. Like, I got really lucky. They took a lot of my items. They gave me back some shoes that were in great condition and a few pieces that were kind of too worn. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. I'm actually gonna go back next week. They're opening like to buy. Like right now you can just give them your stuff to sell. They're having a grand opening. I'm gonna go back and look at some stuff. So it's a great way to just make some extra cash and clean out your old clothes. So yeah, just a really good lesson. And I feel like I'm gonna try to buy a lot less things I don't need. I just want to like invest in some nice pieces and not buy as much clutter. That's our goal for this year. But yeah, I'm so excited. I just made $130 basically. Yeah. Okay guys, so I just got home and I'm about to whip up like a quick like late lunch snack kind of meal. I made a piece of peanut butter and jelly toast on the Dave's Killer Bread, and I'm going to make some scrambled egg whites with spinach and low-fat cheese. Just because we're going to eat an early dinner and I don't want something too heavy, but I still feel like I need some food. So I'm going to whip that up and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so since it's fall, I have been craving pumpkin bread like crazy, so I decided to try to make a healthier pumpkin bread. So this is going to be a coconut flour, gluten-free pumpkin bread. I'm going to leave the recipe that I used down below. I found it on Pinterest. I've made a similar one before, and it's paleo, gluten-free, and it has no refined sugar, which is really cool. So it's going to be a little bit of a lower carb pumpkin bread with healthy fats from the coconut. So I'm going to attempt to make this. I'm a very messy baker. I love to bake, but yeah, I've tried to make so many baking videos in the past on my channel, and now I decided, you know, I'm not a baker. I may as well just make these like in vlogs. So I'm going to set you guys on top of a peanut butter jar what I bake. So I have my maple syrup in here. The next thing it calls for is coconut oil. So I'm going to melt some coconut oil, then measure it out. So when the coconut oil is melting, I'm gonna go get my eggs. So I got the eggs. It calls for 4 eggs. I'm gonna put that right in my mixing bowl. I'm trying to put you in your worst mood. Okay, so it called for 1/3 cup of coconut oil, and the amount that I measured out to melt actually ended up being exactly 1/3 cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in. The next thing it calls for is applesauce. So I just have some plain natural Mott's applesauce. It calls for 1/4 cup. So we're gonna put that in there. And applesauce helps keep it moist. It's a really good replacement for butter as well as coconut oil. So I think the combination is gonna be really good. Okay, now it says to mix for 1 minute. So we're gonna do that. Okay, now it's time to add the pumpkin. Here I just have 100% pure pumpkin puree, and it calls for 1 cup. Now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Okay, now we're gonna add the dry ingredients. So it's gonna be coconut flour, baking soda, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and I think that's it. I'm also gonna put coconut sugar on the top, and it also, this recipe that I'm making has a crumble topping, which I'm gonna add coconut sugar on the top too. It's gonna be so good.
What you making?
I'm making healthy pumpkin bread. Do you want some?
Sure.
Every day I do try to end me out. Pull up in that roadster as we
Okay, now we're gonna put the dry ingredients into the pumpkin puree mixture and stir it up.
No competition, I don't really listen. I'm in the blue moon, sun bumping new edition. House so empty, need a centerpiece. Train wrecks, a table cut from ebony.
So I've been taking some pictures for the blog. Look at your new shoes. Hayden got some new Hirachis. They're pretty cool. So you traded those?
I traded my World Cup Air Force Ones.
You're getting too close to the camera.
I traded my World Cup Air Force Ones.
Nice. Hey guys. So we just took the pumpkin bread out of the oven and it smells so good. Does it smell good?
Yeah, it smells good.
It's so good.
You want me to do it?
Yeah. Well, look where you're pointing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to do earlier.
We're cutting up avocado for dinner. I'm trying to talk in my normal voice. Get the good angles, Aiden. So we're gonna top the soup. Oh, it's all brown. Hey. Hey, you're getting the gross part. It's getting the gross avocado. It's not okay. Stop.
Looks like it's been charcoaled.
Bye. Hey guys, so it's about 10 o'clock at night and I just had a slice of that pumpkin bread I made earlier, and so did my parents, and it's so good. We actually ended up putting a little bit of icing on it, which made it not as healthy, but it's still a lot healthier than most pumpkin breads, and it was so good. I'll leave the recipe linked down below. But now I'm currently going through my skincare routine, and my skincare routine has changed so much and I'm trying to figure out what works. But Hayden and I went to Sephora and I ended up buying the Murad cleanser that I had a sample of from yesterday. This is the Murad Time Release Acne Cleanser and I love it. I washed my face with it twice yesterday, fell in love with it. I feel like it leaves my skin feeling really, really clean, but not overly dry. And I asked the ladies at Sephora like so many questions about cleansers, trying to find the one that would work best for me. And this one is technically an anti-aging acne cleanser, so it's not as harsh as their other acne cleanser from Murad. They have one called the Clearing Cleanser, which is 1.5% salicylic acid, and this one's only 0.5%, but this is a slow release of that small dosage, and it just keeps delivering the salicylic acid throughout the day, so it keeps the acne at bay longer. The other one is more of an instant, harsher treatment, which I feel like since my skin gets really tight on my cheeks, they said this one would probably be better. And then to go with that, I got the Kate Somerville Eradicate, and I've heard that this is like the best spot treatment. So I'm going to be using that on the spots that I still have. And I'm still using up my sample of the UFO from Sunday Riley. So as soon as this runs out, I'm gonna go get it because honestly, this is my favorite skincare product I've tried in a long time, but I still have a lot of this to go before I need to buy that. But since I made so much money off my old clothes today, I was like, well, I can splurge on some skincare that I really feel like is going to help my skin. And honestly, this cleanser left my skin feeling so smooth, and it feels kind of tingly, but I feel like it's the acne treatment working. So I'm really excited to keep you guys updated on that. And hopefully if you have any kind of like acne problems, if you try out some of these products, let me know how they work for you. But so far, I definitely recommend those, and I've done tons of research on what's going to be the best for my skin. So I just recommend really asking the people at Sephora, because they're very knowledgeable and they have so many different types of skincare that it's very hard to be biased. They really have to know what's going to work best for different skin types. So I'm going to go ahead and try the Eradicate now and see how it works. Okay, so I'm going to try not to drop this, but it comes in a little bottle like this, and it's a pink liquid, and you're not supposed to shake it at all, and you're supposed to just use a Q-tip and dip it into the jar. Pink liquid, it reminds me of that lotion that you would use to put on bug bites. We're gonna see how it works. So I'm just gonna put it on any, it's gonna leave like really pink spots on my face. I'm gonna put it on any areas that I feel really need it. So now I look like I have little baby pink spots all over my face, but that is totally okay. If this works, I would not mind wearing this out in public. Just kidding, but I'm going to let you guys know how my face looks. Yeah, that is it for my little updated skincare routine. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'm gonna go to bed now. Bye!
I'm not trying to put you in your worst mood out. P1 cleaner than your church shoes out. Really pouring two just to hurt you out.